Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. This video today, it's been a while since I've had an L3 haul on my channel. I've been trying to be a good girl and cut back a little bit on my wax purchases, but I just had to grab some of the goodies that was offered with the last sale. Not yesterday, but the one, I think, when the pre-order extras went live when L3 team was in Europe. So let's get into the wax. First of all, I just want to say Christy Hartshorn, Tam Carr, and myself are moderator / admins for L3, and we had a really good time doing the giveaways when Jen and Trish were out, and we had a lot of interaction with you guys, doing some fun Halloween giveaways and costume contests. And I know Christy did a lot of fun stuff right there at the end with some of her giveaways, and we just really have a great time interacting with all of you on the Facebook group, and we just it makes our day to help you guys out. So this is a small order relative compared to some of my other L3 hauls. I didn't buy anything yesterday, but I have a cart full. I am just waiting. I don't know why. I'm just waiting, but okay. I got a handful of Trig Tarts, a handful of Baby Loaves Bitty Bitties, and I got some of the 2-pack tarts, which I really like. It's been a couple of years since Jen offered the Try Me two-pack tarts. You know, those are really a really good, you can cut those into, I cut a tart into 4 pieces, but if you have a larger warmer, of course you could cut it in half and, you know, see how that works in your home. But I really like the small size because I think they're a couple of bucks and some change, and then you can really try and see if you really like that scent, because sometimes a little sample isn't quite enough. I know personally for me, I like a little bit of a larger scent, but sometimes I don't want to commit to even a Bitty Betty loaf, and certainly not a basic Betty loaf. So here we go. This first one, I really excited about a lot of the Bath & Body Works dupes that Jen has bought the oils for the last few months. And I know there's been several of you in the Facebook group asking for a full list of all the Bath & Body Works dupe oils that Jen offers, and she is working on that. I know that she's working on buying some more Bath & Body Works dupes. She's always looking for new oils, so that's in the works, and if it takes a while, I'll keep reminding Jen to get that ready for all of us, because I know me, it's, you know, they have so many oils and it's impossible for Jen to keep all of her oils in just one list, because she, you know, she's been in doing this for 10 years and it's just a lot over time. So this is a new one. This is Wicked Vanilla Woods Bath & Body Works type. My coworker actually really likes this scent, so I bought 2 of these, and I'm going to give her one of them. This one is Walking Through a Haunted Forest on a Sweet Spooky Night. Magical vanilla, glowing amberwood, and enchanted pink pepper. So this one here, Wicked Vanilla Woods, it's, to my nose, I have, you know, I haven't been in Bath & Body Works since the last large soap sale back in, I think, late summer. I don't remember how, maybe a month or 2 ago, 6 weeks ago. And I've smelled Wicked Vanilla Woods, but I don't really remember what it smells like, and it really wasn't something that grabbed me. But I bought this strictly with my coworker in mind, so I thought I'll just grab me one too. This here, to my nose, it's very body type-esque. It has that you know, this smells like a cream, this smells like a lotion. This kind of gives me a little bit of, do you remember Velvet Sugar? I know Velvet Sugar is a Bath & Body Works oil that L3 has. It reminds me a little bit of Velvet Sugar. And it also reminds me a little bit of, it's on the tip of my tongue. There was a scent that was out a couple of Christmases ago, Bath & Body Works. It had the same feel as this one does, but to give one, I'm trying really hard to give you one that's more commonly known, and the closest one I'm thinking that this reminds me of is Winterberry Wonder. the Bath and Body Works version. And that's another oil that L3 has, is Winterberry Wonder. Is it the true Bath and Body Works dupe oil? That I'm not sure of, but I do know that there is a Winterberry Wonder. But Winterberry Wonder from Bath and Body Works has been out many Christmases, and if it's going to be out this year, I'm not quite sure on that. But it just, you know how it's a little bit sweet, but it's not sickeningly sweet or too sweet, but it has that body-esque feel to it. That's what I'm trying to describe in this one here. I get a little bit of amber, but it's not earthy, it's not incensey, it's not that type of amber, it's not rich, it's just very light. And the pink pepper is nice, but that vanilla, it's a really pretty vanilla fragrance. This could be almost a cousin to warm vanilla sugar also. It has that sweetness to it, but it's not as caramel or as decadent as warm vanilla sugar smells like. Another one they have the oil too. So that's Wicked Vanilla Woods. I know, I really tried to describe that one, but it's tough sometimes. Now this next one is one of my personal favorites. This is Bonfire Bash type. Now Bonfire Bash is a fall scent. Like I said, I haven't been in Bath & Body, and I don't know if it was out this past year, but I know it really, I don't think it was last year, but I could be wrong on that. This is a cozy blend of vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. To my nose, this one here, Bonfire Bash from Bath & Body Works has that smoky quality to it. It's sweet smoky. It's stronger in that department than Marshmallow Fireside is. Marshmallow Fireside is a calmer version of this. This is like the mom, and Marshmallow Fireside is the baby. To me, I love this. I would use this in place of Marshmallow Fireside in so many different ways, so many different blends. Yes, this is a body care product, but it also plays beautifully over into the home fragrance world, in my opinion. I love this. This is going to be one almost time for customs, so I really have got to get going on my list and start cooking up with some of these new oils. So this one here I love. I'm going to buy more of this. I'm going to play around with blending this. I'm so excited for this one. And the last one I got here, I think, maybe there's a couple more in here, is Salted Pretzel Milkshake. Now this one has been out here and there. I think this one is a little bit more of a summer blend or a late summer blend, I believe. This is fresh, soft-served vanilla ice cream, caramel, and chocolate, combined with salty, savory notes of pretzel bits and caramel. I mean, come on. This is delicious. I love this. And I'm not a chocolate wax person, but this only has a little bit of that. It has salted pretzel. This is a salty boy. This is salty, and it has caramel in it, but it's good. It has that creamy vanilla ice cream. So it's almost like you go to Dairy Queen, for example, and get a peanut butter sundae that they have. So good, by the way. Peanut butter sundae, and then sprinkle some pretzels on that and a little bit of chocolate. And that's what this is. And I love this. I'm here for this. Love that. Okay, next. This is Caramel Apple Brown Betty Kolaches. Now, if you've watched me, especially my L3 videos, you know Kolaches is such a good oil, guys. It is so good. This, I had to grab this because I get weak in the knees for caramel apple and for Kolaches at that. So this together, I had to buy this. This is Rich Bakery. The Kolaches and the Brown Betty and, the caramel apple are all blended beautifully, seamlessly, equal amounts to my nose. But this is a heavy, yummy apple bakery scent. I mean, this is so good. Oh, so good. The next one here, this is actually one I have had a custom of last year. It was Daddy's Farm. If you follow my posts in the Facebook group, Daddy's Farm has got a lot of attention the last month. I've been melting it here on my home, on my side privately, but then sometimes I've shared in the group that I'm melting Daddy's Farm. Daddy's Farm, and I don't know if this smells exactly like it, so I'm sure it's a blend that they've made before. I wanted more of it because it was Daddy's Farm to me. This is Leaves, Bath & Body Works type, Mac Apple, Hay, and Light Cinnamon. That's this one here. So this one is it's a quintessential, yummy, freaking fantastic fall blend. Hay. Now hay. Hey, where are you, Hey? You're in here, Hey. Hey. Hey, Hey. Well, I love Hay. I've talked about Hay so many times, and Christy and various other people in the wax world make fun of me because how much I talk about Hay. And I love Hay. Hay is a fantastic blender, and that's even how Jen advertised this one in this pre-order list, was it's a fantastic blender for fall in caps, because that's the truth, guys. Don't let Hay scare you. Hay, it's sweet. It's like hay is dried grass, and you have different grasses out there, and different grasses smell different ways. But generically, hay is just bunch of weeds. Sometimes you can plant out, you can plant, I don't want to say alfalfa. You got to be careful with what you feed alfalfa to. But you cut your hay. And I grew up with hay. I grew up on a farm, and there's nothing like the smell of fresh hay. I'm telling you, it's nostalgic for me. Probably so strong. It's so strong. One of the most nostalgic things for me is smelling hay. And I think that's probably why I'm so passionate about, encouraging you guys to try it out. Try it in something. It might surprise you. Do your wild card with hay. But then I know there are plenty of you out there that really love hay. Why I love this blend is because you have leaves from Bath and Body Works. It's that quintessential, been around for 1,000 years, apples and other yummy concoction leaves that isn't a bakery, and it's not a spicy. It's just an apple blend, and it's really unique. I love leaves. I actually have leaves soap in my master bathroom right now. I love it. And you have Mac apple, but the Mac apple is done very tastefully, where it's not taking over the whole blend. And when I made my custom last year, that was something that was very important to me, because Mac apple can take over like that, and I didn't want it to. And the way that this one was blended was done very tastefully also, because you get the leaves, you get a little bit of that apple, you get the cinnamon that complements the leaves and the apple, and then you get the hay that sweetens it up and just makes it a fall blend. It's so delicious, so good. Oh, I love this. This is yummy. I should have bought more of this, but I still have Daddy's Farm, which is the same thing. It's just, my personal name. Hay. Now, hay alone, hay is, it's good. It has, it's strong. It's hearty. It's one of those Papa blends that, let you know it's there when it's in a blend. It's fantastic. I love hay. And if you try hay and you hate it, I'm sorry, but I think you'll like it, especially if it's blended in the right blend. Okay, next, Cowboys and Cocktails. This one is inspired by the Lovers of Today cocktail bar. Pink pepper, rum, vanilla, smoky tobacco leaf, neroli, and a hint of leather. This is a resort blend, and Jen is dipping her toe into the resort and hotels luxury oils. And this is one that I saw this and I thought, oh, because when I didn't order, when this pre-order was open, I didn't order from this pre-order. At the time, I thought I might have to make a cross-country trip, and I was, trying to be good financially. That's just honest. But I knew, I'm like, damn, I really wanted to get this one. So I thought when the extras pop up, that's when I'm going to grab it, and that's what this order is here. So I don't remember exactly which resort this one is from, but unless it's Today Cocktail Bar, but I don't know where that is. That's what I mean. So this, it is good. The pink pepper and the rum is strong. I'm not getting too much tobacco. Not too much leather, thank goodness, because sometimes leather is off-putting to my nose, and I know leather's hard to blend. But I think this is a single oil that she bought. I don't think she blended this. I could be wrong, but if I had to guess right, I think this is a single oil. This, it's tough. Like, oh man, these resort blends, if you watch some of my other vendors who do resort blends, they're really tough to describe because they're so complex. You think about the big Las Vegas resorts and hotels, you've got to have smell piped in there because there's a lot of people, and we get stinky after a period of time, especially hordes of people together. Think about Vegas, and think about Vegas in the summertime. Stinky sometimes. So That's just the way humans are. You know, it is what it is. So this here is very complex. But if you are one that wants to try all the resort blends out, I would encourage you to give this one a try because it's one of those guys. It goes along with the pack. So next I have some Trig Tarts, and I have a couple of these scent shots, and one more, oh yes, one more of the 2-pack tarts. This is Cozy Season, Bath & Body Works type. This is relaxing in your favorite flannel pajamas after a day in the chilly autumn air. Soft lavender, golden honey, and creamy oak. Now, what drew me into this one was honey. Love honey. Honey and lavender is so good. I think honey lavender something is an oil already. But this, it's very delicate. This is going to be not a powerhouse, I can already tell. This is a light blend that has lavender, a little bit of creamy honey. I'm basically smelling lavender and honey, which is okay. I wanted to get this one. I've smelled this one in person, I think last year or a couple of years ago. I don't remember. Since COVID happened, everything really crammed together. It's weird. I mean, I think all of us, we have a hard time differentiating what year was that? Was that COVID year? Was that 2021? You know, at least for me, and I'm open with that. I fully admit, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe both. So that's this one here, Cozy Season. Okay. This scent shot I got. This is Yellow Cake, Pumpkin Crunch Cake. Tam loves Pumpkin Crunch Cake. Cream cheese frosting, pumpkin apple strudel. Now that's a lot going on in this one here. So let's see. Let's take this out here. I smell the pumpkin crunch donuts, and I smell the pumpkin apple strudel, and the creaminess from the yellow cake and the richness from the cream cheese frosting. This is a nice one. I like this pumpkin. Pumpkin spice and I, and some pumpkin cakes and pumpkin cupcakes and I are not friends. It just gets funky to me. This is a non-funky pumpkin. I'll say that. Non-funky pumpkin. That's a good one. Next is buttery gingerbread cookies, ice cream scoop bread, and sweet cream. Buttery gingerbread is another one of the new oils that Jen has purchased in the last couple of months. This one it's good. Buttery gingerbread is a diluted version of gingerbread. And when I say diluted, I mean it's not as strong, punch you in the nose with the ginger and the clove and the molasses. It's toned down a little bit. It's a little bit more mild. But it's still gingerbread at that. So this one here, I like the sweet cream. I like the buttery gingerbread. And ice cream scoop bread is just extra punch of bakery. This is a good one too. I like that one. Okay, I got some Trig Tarts, and then the video's done. This one here is Cider Lane. This is the new one, the dupe, the true dupe, Bath & Body Works. In the past, the Cider Lane that L3 has offered has not been the dupe. It's been a oil vendor's take on Cider Lane. Not a personal favorite of mine. I did not like Cider Lane at all, and the same with Sweater Weather. And I think it's been requested that Jen look into buying the dupe, the real dupe of Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works, which I'm all there for that. I love Sweater Weather. In fact, I have the wallflower right next to me of Sweater Weather. So this one here is a really good dupe. It's rich in the caramel. It's got that green apple in it. This is Cider Lane. So trust me, this is a real dupe for Cider Lane. So if you want to use this one in your customs coming up, or if you know, when they ask for, what should we pour for this or this or this, make sure you say the Bath & Body Works type of Cider Lane, because she does have 2 oils for that. Next one here, these are all new oils in the Trigs. And this next one is Apple Pumpkin Butter. Apple Pumpkin Butter. What's not to love about this one? This one is heavy on the clove. It's heavy on the clove and heavy on the cinnamon. So this one here, it's a true apple pumpkin butter. And sometimes I'm going to have to warm this and see if with heat that clove, because it's very strong clove, if that tones down a little bit, because this could be a little bit too strong. This would be a beautiful blender with zucchini bread, in my opinion, because you have the zucchini bread, the creaminess from that will tone down the cloviness of this. That's just my opinion. Next one I grabbed is Cashmere Plum. Cashmere Plum. This one here. This is nice. This is like a true plum. Plum is a stone fruit that doesn't get as much love as the other contenders in the stone fruit category of nectarine and peaches. And there's more. I'm just naming the most popular ones. This is a true plum, juicy plum, very plummy, very plummy. That line, that is a line from Little Women. Now, Little Women has been made many times. I'm referring to the June Allison, Elizabeth Taylor. Who else was in there? June Allison, Elizabeth Taylor, Janet Leigh. Laurie. I can't remember his name right now. That version. I think it was I don't want to say 1939, but it was around that area. That's my favorite version of Little Women. And I have not seen the newest Little Women, and I have it. I DVR'd it last year. I just, it's kind of like any of you out there have watched Anne of Green Gables. I mean Anne of Green Gables from the 80s when it was on Wonderworks on PBS. Anybody remember Wonderworks, where their intro was that big air balloon? It was on PBS. I grew up in the boonies, and we only had what the antenna would give us, which was 2, 4, 11, and sometimes PBS, which was 13. I'm talking to all you 80s babies. Wonderworks was on Sunday nights, I think. Anne of Green Gables, that one. I have watched that so many times. I was heartbroken when the actor who played Gilbert passed away. He had a brain aneurysm. It broke my heart because I loved Gilbert. And the scene at the end of the second one on the bridge, if you haven't seen it, just that scene there is just, the whole series is worth it. So, very plummy. So, anyways, I can't watch... If I have an original that I've watched 100 times over, I have a really hard time watching remakes because my heart is invested and committed to that original version. So in Little Women, the one that I am committed to, Jo, who is played by June Allison, if you didn't know who she is, in the 90s, she used to do a Depends commercial for ladies. That's June Allison. She has a husky voice. I remember a little kid, those commercials. So her character says, it's very plummy, very plummy. That's how she describes herself, her personality, very plummy. She's talking to Jo. Lori. Jo's talking to Lori. So, very plummy. That's how, I know I'm a giant dork. I love it. I embrace it. I am a nerd, and I love it. So, you can laugh at me if you want to. But this is Cashmere Plum. It's a true plum. It's got a little bit of warmth, a little bit of coziness from that cashmere part of it, but it's mostly just plum. This is a good one. I like this one a lot. Now, we're still on the plum wagon. This is Spiced Plum. This one here, this one is a more mature plum to my nose. This almost takes on a little bit of a bakery quality. But I think it's because all of those yummy spices, all the ones that are synonymous with bakery, especially this time of year, the fall warm spices. I like this one. I'm going to play around with this one. I might make a blend with this one for my customs. I'm thinking zucchini bread, but we'll see. I got to put my thinking cap on. The last one I purchased is Ginger Snap Pumpkin. Now, I love a good ginger snap. They're so good. And this one here, you get the creaminess of pumpkin, but it's not pumpkin pie. It's not pumpkin spice, thank goodness. And it's not even really spicy pumpkin. It's pumpkin puree with a baby touch of spice. But you have that ginger snap that already has the spices in it. Ginger snaps have ginger, of course, and clove, a little bit of molasses in there. Ginger snaps are delicious. I love ginger snaps. And this is good. This would be good with zucchini bread. Oh, my goodness, yes. Now we're on to the samples, and this video will be a wrap. So, let's see what I got in here. No bat vibes. No bat vibes. Let's see if I can see what this one smells like. I think this has rosemary mint in it. It smells similar to that. It's earthy, a little herbal. This one is lantern tree. Not sure what's in this one. Let's see if I can tell. Not sure what this is, but it's really good. Gonna have to look up what that is. It's very, very good. I'm not good with blind sniffing unless it's obvious. And white cake. This next one's white cake. White cake is not impressive to me. I've never been a fan of white cake. It doesn't do much. It's just cake. So that's the end of this video. This is my most recent L3 haul. Stay tuned for, let's see, they're working on, they just got back last week from their Europe excursion. They're working on the pre-order that was open when they were gone. So that's the next one I'm going to get. I'm not sure if I'm going to order anything, from yesterday's sale or not. I haven't decided yet, but hope everyone has a beautiful rest of the weekend and happy fall, and I'll see you soon.